The thing is, I have all these books piled up here, and there are a bunch of Puranas, Brahma Purana, Laghu Bhagavatamrita by Rupa Goswami, and Vishnu Puran by Parasar Muni. I believe he spoke Vishnu Puran. And I have a little outline I was going to talk about, which I may, about Sadashiva. Rupa Goswami describes Sadashiva, who is the Vishnu Tattva form of Shiva, in Laghu Bhagavatamrita by quoting different shastras. I was going to talk about the marriage of Shiva and Parvati from Vishnu Puran, and also wife's fault. It's Shiva's wife's fault, but Vishnu's the cause. Then I have a surprise ending. But that was the plan. But that's not what we're doing. Maybe we'll do. Because this morning I was thinking about Shiva, because what I realized, when you live in Vrindavan for some time or any time, that one develops what we call Vrindavan Vichar. We think of things in terms of Vrindavan. You know, because living in Vrindavan makes one very close to Radha and Krishna, everything that connected to Radha and Krishna. So you start to see things in your reality, in your meditation, in your world, in your reading, in your studying, in relation to your Ishtadevata, who is, for most Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Radha and Krishna. And their Nitya Seva in Goloka Vrindavan, in particular Brijbasi type of mood of love, like mother and father, or coward boy, or Yashodananda, or Gopi Manjari, Sakhi, Dasya Radharani. So this is Madhurati. So when I was thinking of Shiva, and I was thinking that Vrindavan is a place of prema. We say prem dham Vrindavan. So how many people come to Vrindavan and leave Vrindavan with prem? Some come in one life and leave in one life with prem. Some come many lifetimes to get that coveted goal of prema, because it doesn't come easy. Some come and don't have any touch with it. They touch and go. Like some planes come down to make a landing, but there's something wrong with the landing gear, so they touch the airstrip, you know, the airport, then they take off again because there's something wrong. They have to circle the airport and figure out what the problem is, so the flaps aren't coming down, or they can't slow down the engine or whatever. Different things. Landing a plane is a big trip. So people come touch Vrindavan and they fly away from Vrindavan without praying or any connection to it. So I thought of Shiva. Shiva came, the greatest gods in the universe, the greatest controllers of the universe, all came to Vrindavan. Who are they? Brahma, Shiva, Indra. Brahma creates the universe, Shiva destroys the universe. They both came to Vrindavan. And Indra is the king of the universe, king of Swarga at least, and many planets and all the Devatas are under him. I was thinking about Varuna. Varuna is one of the primal demigods. The 33 primal demigods include Varuna. He was under the Yamuna. So he never had the fortune of Darshan of Nidhivan, or Sevakund, or Mansarovar, or Rasastali, or Choman, or Coward Boys, or Srabi cows. He just saw fish and turtles. So he's not so fortunate. Indra's more fortunate. So you compare the Devatas that had the opportunity to touch base or touch the land of Vrindavan, who got the most fortune? So what is the greatest fortune, what is the greatest gift that you can get by living in Vrindavan? What are the answers? You're all living here, you're not getting anything but a headache or what?
Service to Radha.
Okay, here we hit the mark there. Radha Seva, as what, mother? Kirtana or?
Manjari, Gopi.
Manjari Gopi. Okay, so which one of these guys got the jackpot?
Shivratri.
Bam Bam Bole Baba.
Bam Bam Bole Gopishwar Mahadev Ki.
Jai.
So let's look at them one by one. Indra came, but he came with a bad mood. What was his idea?
To destroy.
What was his vow? To destroy Vrindavan, destroy all the Vrajavasis. So some devotees that are Indra Bhaktas, or at least look like Indra, they come to Vrindavan and make a lot of mess. They insult a lot of Vaishnavas, they insult Pandits and Brahmins, and they end up getting their head cut off or something like that. Or go crazy and throw themselves in front of a train. One devotee friend came here and made a lot of offenses to people. He was a devotee, and he ended up committing suicide. But he had the idea, because he's a little crazy, if I throw myself in front of the special train that runs between Vrindavan and Mathura, I'll get liberated. What was the name of that train? The train was an old iron steam engine. I saw it. I never rode in it. It would go every day, twice a day, from Mathura to Vrindavan on the Vrindavan small gauge, narrow gauge, narrow railroad tracks. And it was called Radharani Express. And it was a totally black, iron locomotive. But in the front of it, it had an emblem. It was kind of pointed, had a nose on it, kind of pointed. That's where the steam engines are. It had about 2.5 meter wide sign. It said Radharani Express, and the sign was gold and red. Red about Radharani's rag and gold, and the letters were black. Radharani Express. So he ran to the tracks, put his arms like this, and Radhe, Radhe. Smashed. He got smashed up. He gave his body that way. So different people have different experiences. So Indra came to kill the Vrajavasi, kill the Sravi cows. Like some people come and they hit the cows and they injure the Vrajavasis, they make uproars. So they're like Indra Bhav. So they don't get anything. They come into Vrindavan, maybe stay many years. One guy stayed in Vrindavan. He was some guy, I don't know what country, not some Videshi guy living here. He was a pen pal on the internet with an Indian girl who lived in Vrindavan. So he said, I'll come to Vrindavan and marry you. So he came to Vrindavan, lived with her for 5 years, didn't marry her, and tried to kill her. And so she called the cops on him and put him in jail. So people come like all kinds of different things. Vrindavan has seen so many things. So Indra came, and he came to Vrindavan, and he tried to destroy Vrindavan, and Krishna humiliated him and frustrated his attempt. Then he came and prayed to Krishna. All he did was pray to get forgiveness. Let me go back to heaven. He didn't ask for anything. And he didn't ask for any Vraja Bhav. Didn't ask for any further connection. He just wanted to get out of here with his skin on his back. He was afraid. He was trembling. He was in Govindakund in Intratila on the south bank of Govindakund, praying on hands and knees in front of Krishna. He gave the name Govinda at that time. You're the real Indra. You're the Indra of the cows. Indra means king. We say Gopendra, the king of the cows. Gopendra is named for Nanda Baba. Also Krishna, Gopendra. So Indra means king. So he said, you're Govinda. Vinda means like king also. So you're the king of the cows, the king of the Go means land, and the Go means Gopas, and Go means Gopis. So Indra said all these things. He gave the name Govinda. That's a good gift he gave. He said, please forgive me, don't kill me. I expect you to get revenge and finish me off for all the offenses I made to you and your devotees. Please spare me. So Krishna was just not even listening to him. He said, just go, and he left. He bathed Krishna Abhishek with Ganga Jal and Sravi milk. That's the minimum Charanamrita bath is milk and water. Ganga Jal or Yamuna Jal. He went back to heaven. He didn't ask for any further birth of Vrindavan, didn't ask for any bhav of Vrajavasi. So that's Indra. So the king of heaven was, he didn't get any jewels or any gems from Vrindavan. He came here, he saw Krishna's Sakshat Darshan. But without the proper sankalpa, you can have darshan of Krishna, but you don't have the proper sankalpa, aspiration, desire to attain something from Krishna. You come and see Krishna eye to eye, talk to him, and you don't get anything except you're alive and enjoying in sense gratification as you were before you saw Krishna. So seeing Krishna isn't always its answer to all your problems. So Brahma came. Brahma came in with Anukuliya Bhav, favorable Bhav. He was just like a coward boy. He was a little bewildered that Krishna was, he couldn't accept that Krishna was God, but he was acting playfully like a coward boy. Because coward boys love to play hide and seek, so he said, I'll play with you guys. So I'll hide your coward boys, I'll hide your calves also. You try to find him, Krishna. So then he did, and Krishna couldn't find him. Krishna was like, where'd they go? He acting bewildered. So it's Krishna Mohan Leela and Brahma Mohan Leela and two in one. Then Krishna, okay, this guy, Brahma's doing this stuff. You know? So then he said, okay, you're showing your mystic power, you're trying to show up, I'm going to show you my mystic power. You got 4 heads, you think you're a big mystic, I have 1 head, I'm a bigger mystic. So then Krishna, you know, he expanded himself in every single coward boy, every single calf. Exact identity, duplicate, same Bob, but more love in each heart of each coward boy, because each coward boy is now carrying Krishna's Bob, Krishna's love. Because every mother of Vrindavan was their secret aspiration. I want Krishna as my baby. So, Krishna became their baby, entered their house and took their best milk, and then you wanted to have Krishna. And the mother cows were Gopa and Vrindavan, oh, Krishna should be our calf. Krishna, because Vatsa means calf and means child also. So he should be our Vatsa. He should be our Vatsa, and we'll feed him our bread, or whatever, cow's milk. So he did that for 1 year. So then Brahma was totally bewildered. But Brahma was not offensive. You could say some offenses there. Because of that offense, he had to take birth in a low family in Kali Yuga. Sorry to say that. And Chaitanya Bhagavat says that Brahma entered the body of Haridas. So Haridas is called Brahma Haridas. It's called Bara Haridas, or Big Haridas, or Chotra Haridas also. He's called Bara Haridas or Brahma Haridas. So you had to be very humble in that birth, and was beaten by the soldiers with lathis, bamboo lathis in 21 marketplaces.
Of the Muslims.
Yeah, I'm trying to say apolitical here. I know you don't like it.
Well, on Shivratri night, something big is going to happen. Okay. I have my Mossad connections, I know.
You probably do.
Wow!
You probably do. You're not connection, you're one of them. You're the director. You just hide out here and drink everything going on over there. You got 2 passports, huh? One says Dowdy Dow, the other says whatever, I don't know. Abraham or something. Abraham or something like that.
David is mine. David.
Oh, that's good. David, that's cool.
King of Israel.
Thank you.
Dauji Vrajke Raja.
Yeah, that sounds like you're a king of Vraja also. You're the king, I admit that. That's the truth, actually. Wherever you go, you take over. You go to this song, you take over. Come to my song, you take over. Come to Frank Gopal, you take over. You go to Shivratri, you take over. He took over Shivratri. But Chandra doesn't know what to do with the guy. You know. He likes him too much to throw him out. He's very compatible, intellectual, so Chandra likes him. Anyway, so where are we? So Brahma came and got this whole leela with the coward boys. So just he had a whole experience of Sakya Ras, and the fun they're having, and the ecstasy they're enjoying, and the simplicity and natural bliss of it all. And so what did he pray for? He prayed to be born in Braj, but did he pray to be born as a coward boy?
No.
Did he pray, what did he pray for?
Become a
But as
stone.
a lata.
Stone or dust.
He prayed to be a particle of dust or a rock in Vrindavan. So when the gopis come, gopas, maybe more gopas, I don't know who is directed towards, maybe gopas. Anyway, when the Vrajavasis come back from pasturing, because they all have cow dung and mud on their feet, because they don't wear shoes, why?
The
The
cows don't wear
don't
shoes.
wear shoes.
Because the cows don't wear shoes. So nobody wears shoes in Vrindavan. It's footloose and fancy free. There's a phrase like that in America. There's one song like that. Footloose and fancy free. They're barefoot and they're enjoying, they're grounded. That's like a big thing nowadays. Become Vrajavasi, we get grounded. You have tension, you have migraines, and post-menopause problems. Walk on the beach barefoot. Walk in the sand, walk in the earth, and ground yourself, all these kind of new health tricks. Just become Vrajavasi. Baby in Yamuna, walk around Govardhana, and you'll be healthy, So Brahma prayed to be a rock, so Vrajavasi would wipe their feet on him before they enter their houses, so we get the dust of charn and dewy from their feet. So Brahma, he understood. He came to Vrindavan, he got Vraja Bhav. He got Dainya Bhav, humility, and he had love and appreciation for Vrajavasis. He worshipped and he wanted to get their more mercy from them, so he could upgrade his Bhav and maybe become a coward boy like Sridham and Subal and play and run and enjoy with Krishna. So he was very fortunate. So he put his four heads to good use. Then Shiva came. Brahma came, Indra came, and Shiva. And Shiva what did he get? What was he attracted to? He wasn't trying to play games with Krishna. Wasn't trying to bewilder Krishna or show off his power. He came to get the ras. He came to taste the ras, the highest ras, the gopi ras, the Madhuri ras of Radha and Krishna's love. He didn't care about Sakyaras or offending Krishna or offending Vrajavasi or playing games with Krishna. He came to get the love, to get the bliss, to get the rasa of the gopis and Radharani. So he said, where do you find? He was looking for you because when you're in Shiva Loka, around Kailash, you can see everything in Vrindavan. You can see every Leela Stali, you can see every Baba, you can see every Shivratri, you can see everything from Kailash. It's a very high place, way beyond your planet. So he saw all the different rasas available, he saw all the different Babas and different sambandhas and relationships with Krishna. And he saw the most supreme thing here, because he understood from his own experience with Parvati, there's nothing higher than love with Parvati. He's a destroyer of the universe. Everyone's praying to him for money and power, and he gives money and power, and his wife gives money and power. But the real thing that Shiva and Parvati have to offer is pure love for each other. It's the best example of pure love is Shiva and Parvati, Durga and Mahadev. So he saw the Radha and Krishna, the topmost form of love, far surpassing Parvati, far surpassing himself. So he wanted to take part of it. So the epitome of Radha and Krishna's love is experienced in the Rasa Leela. So he didn't want to go to Varsana, he didn't want to go to Tarakanamba, he didn't want to go to Yavat, didn't want to go to Nandagram, he didn't want to go anywhere. He wanted to go to one place in all of Rajmandal. There's 600 billion holy places in Vrindavan. 600 billion holy places in Brajmandal. He wanted to go to one holy place, Rasa Leela, Rasa Stali, Maharaj dance. So he saw him going. So he started to enter there. He got stopped. He couldn't go in. They said, you can't go. It's only one Purusha here. You're a Purush. You're a man. You're a Purush. You can't go. There's only Leela Purushottam and Krishna here. There's no second Krishna. There's only one Krishna. We're all gopis. We're all Prakriti Bhav. We're all his Shaktis. You can't enter. You don't have the adhikar. You don't have the right bhava. You don't have the right deha. You have to have a siddha bhava and a siddha deha to enter the Ras Leela. So he was like, well, what do I do? So he said, you have to do some bhajan, some tapasya, some praying, some meditation, some crying. So he did all that. And Paramasya Yogamaya, acting on the will of Krishna, according to Krishna's Ichha Shakti, Paramasya and Yogamaya and Prema all combined together to come to the aid of Mahadev Shiva. And they took him to Mansarovar. Different people say different things. Some Shastras say he took him to Brahma Kund, which is nearby the Rasastali and nearby Govindastali, Yoga Pit and all those places. And nearby Gopishwar Temple also. And Vamshivad, it's all part of the same collective Rasastali, of the Rasastali, Vamshivad, Yoga Pit, everything connected, interconnected, transcendental geography. But they took him to Mansarovar across the Yamuna. They bathed there. He got a gopi roof. He came back to the Rasa dance, and the gopis met him and they asked, who's your father? He said, Brahma. Brahma? There's no Brahmas in Rajmandal. What village are you from? She said, Satyaloka. She said, this is Rajloka, man. There's no Satyaloka. You're a bogus liar. What's your mother's name? My father's Atmabu, you know. He's self-born. He's Atmabu. He doesn't have any mother. You don't have a mother. You're a Sekhi, you don't have a mother? What kind of crackpot are you? You look pretty good, you're pretty cute, but you know, Krishna may put an eye on you, but you're not passing the examination. We're not letting you through the gate, man. So anyway, you finally somehow Krishna, because Krishna in the heart of every jiva, and he's in the heart of Shiva also, and the jiva and the Shiva also. Krishna in the jiva, Krishna in the Shiva. So he understood Shiva was grieving, so he came to the gate. He said, what's all the ruckus out here? What's all the commotion about? This guy's trying to crash the gate. This goatie's trying to crash the gate. Okay, what village is he from? Satyaloka. Satyaloka? Who's her father? Who's her Gopa? Brahma. Anyway, you don't listen, Lalita Vishaka. You don't know who this is. I know who this is. This is Govishwar. He's Ishwar because another name of Shiva is what? Isha. He's called Ish. She's Mahesh. Ish means Ish. Mahesh. The Mahaish is Mahesh. The great Lord, the great controller, Mahadev. Bam Bam Bole.
Har Har Mahadev.
Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. Shankar Bhagavan ki jai. So they said that, and Krishna said, come on, girls. Let him go. So they took care of it, headlock, you know. Hey, you're not going. Lily, you know, you're not going in there, right? So Lisa, then Shiva entered his side, and and Krishna was very happy with him. The rabbi said, who are you looking at so much looking at this new girl? Who is she? It's Shiva, man. He became a gopi. Wow. Really? Where's all the snakes and stuff? She's a simple girl from Rajasthan, you know. Where's all the snakes? They're in a basket somewhere. They're sleeping in a basket. They'll come out later, you know. So that Shiva is depicted here on my right hand side there as Gopishwar Mahadev ki jai. Every night he dresses as a gopi. So you see that Shiva is very smart. Yogis are usually very smart. He understood this is what Vrindavan means. This is what it means to come to Vrindavan. To come to Vrindavan empty-handed, with maybe a big person, a big title, a big position, big control. But you should come here begging for Gopi Prema, for Radha Prema, for Madhurati. This is the gift of Vrindavan. This is the message of Chaturdasi, Bam Bam Bole, the Rasa Stale, Bam Bam Bole, Rasa Stale. That he came to show the glories of Vrindavan. This is the most valuable thing that Vrindavan has to offer. So that is one thing I thought we should see the connection between Shiva, the lesson he teaches, because he teaches many lessons in the Bhagavatam, the fourth canto, and throughout the Bhagavatam there's different teachings of his. You have that on your phone? I think I have. Is that Ruja Gita I sent to you? Let me look at that.
Yes.
There's a Ruja Gita, and Ruja Gita is in the Bhagavatam, fourth canto, chapter 24. Let me see where it is. Oh, here it is. I just hit that open link. Okay, Shiva teaching of Shiva. Shiva heard these prayers from Brahmaji and later spoke them of the Prachetas. They are called Rudra Gita in the Bhagavatam. So what I've done is I highlighted particular verses from that prayer, chapter 24, the fourth canto. And it's an article on my website. Maybe it's on the Facebook today, I don't know. I haven't seen it. So Shiva says, this is chapter 24, verse 33. Bhagavan Sri Krishna, you have revealed yourself, this is Shiva speaking, as supreme for producing the most auspicious condition for the best of Atmaramas. May I also attain perfection by worshiping you. I offer respect to you who are everyone, you're the Guru. Vishnu's commentary. Vishnu Chakravarti Pad's commentary. May I also attain perfection by worshiping you. Krishna replies, but you will attain my worship only by the mercy of a Guru and no one else, not by me. So that's pretty Krishna strictly sending everyone to what Shiva says. Because Krishna said, you want to attain me, I can't give myself to you. You have to get me from my Guru representative. Shiva says, but you are the form of everyone. You are also the Guru and the devotee. Thus you can make me worship you. He's pretty clever. Shiva is a pretty good logician. Shiva says, that was 33. This is verse 36. We don't know, because there's no reply of what Krishna said. Basically he said, okay, that's nice, I like your bow, but go to the Guru. Now let's see 36. That's all the commentary. Shiva goes on. I offer my respects to Aniruddha. Why does he say Aniruddha? Who's Aniruddha?
Sankarshan.
What is he in charge of?
Chitta, mind.
He's in charge of the mind. Namo Namo Aniruddhaya Rishikesham Yatmane Nama Paramahansa Purnana Vitakmane. There's a prayer to Aniruddha which is that the Paramahamsas worshipped Aniruddha to attain a pure mind. So Shiva says, actually, I think that's the prayer. This is the translation of what I just said. I offer my respects to Bhagavan Sri Aniruddha, the master of the mind, which is the chief sense. I offer my respect to the sun who nourishes the jiva. Actually, I offer this prayer every morning. I offer tarpan to Suryadev. I offer water to Suryadev. I offer one prayer for Rig Veda and the 12 names of Suryadev, and this prayer from Shiva from about to Aniruddha, who represents the mind, which is purified by sun rays. So the sun is the deity of course, eyes and the mind. Health of the mind, control of the mind is people wear a pearl on their pinky finger to control the mind if they have trouble with Chandra. Because Chandra makes people lunatics. Lunatic is an English word, means crazy. It's based on the Greek word luna, which means moon. Lunar. Luna in Greek and Latin is luna. What is in Italian? Moon in Italian.
Luna.
You're saying Luna. It's the same as Greek. Luna because lunar. Lunar, solar, lunar. So, Vishnu's commentary. O Devata of the sun, make my eyes see the beauty of Krishna's form. Sun is the Devata of the eyes. May the energy coming from my body be not different from the sun's energy, and may it be purified. That's a nice prayer. Shiva Rudra Gita. Verse 38. Out of respects to Chandra. Vishnu's commentary. Although already the mind has been purified by offering respect to the Apasya Devata for worship of the mind, Aniruddha. So the Apasya Devata, Apasya means the worshipful Devata for the mind is Aniruddha, not Chandra. Because the mind is difficult to control, you have to pray to two gods. Vishnu's got a sense of humor. He said, although the mind is already purified by offering respect to the sun planet, still that mind is difficult to control, so we better get the moon on our side also. Oh sun, no moon, oh everybody, help me control my mind. Even you're afraid everybody still can't control your mind. Just see, your mind is more powerful than Suryadev and Chandradev and Krishnadev and everybody. That's why we're still in the material world. Krishna can't control it. Nobody can control it. Guru can't control it. Only you can control it, and you're not. So it's taking for a ride. Mano Ratena. The chariot of the mind. And it's not Rath Yatra. Far from it. Narak Yatra. The journey to hell. Narak Yatra. Yatra means journey. So the mind is able to control. Shiva again purifies the mind by offering respect to the presiding deity of the moon Devata Soma, Chandra Dev. Verse 44, O Bhagavan Sri Krishna, show us your form, worshipped by the devotees. That beautiful, most treasured by your devotees, is endowed with all qualities and senses. We desire to see it. So what does this mean? Vishnu Chakravarti comments, remembering this way, purifying the body, senses, and mind by offering respect. Shiva has now become qualified, so he prays to see Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So first Pavitram, then Darshan. So we have to become Pavitra, purified, pure mind, pure senses, pure bhav, and then we have Darshan Krishna. So he prays, O sun, purify my mind, O mind, purify my mind. Purify my mind. Now I'm pure. Now Krishna, I'm qualified because you only reveal yourself to the pure. The pure is, you're the pure, and you have to be pure to see the pure. So please allow me to see you. So Krishna replies, okay, Shiva, what form do you want to see? I got a knot to. You want to see Nrsimhadev? You want to see Vamadev? You want to see Radha, Ram? Vishnu, Radharup, what do you want to see? So what's Shiva going to say? That's right. You should show me a beautiful form, most loved by your devotees. It should be attractive to the senses, qualities, and form. Your form is beneficial medicine for all the senses. And by seeing it, my senses will give up their blindness of desiring material enjoyment. I'll be able to experience you. Verse 45 and 46. Shiva prays, Bhagavan Sri Krishna shines dark like a rain cloud, the sun of all beauty, with 4 long arms. Of course, that's Vishnu. A noble, attractive face. Sri Krishna, lotus eyes, graceful eyebrows, a nose, fine teeth and forehead, well-proportioned ears. Vishnu's commentary. The word sneha in this verse 45 means affectionate and glossy. Krishna's form is like a rain cloud, showering profusely what the devotee desires. Krishna's form gives relief from suffering and joy to the mind, like a chatika bird drinking rain. In Krishna one finds the combined beauty of all material and spiritual objects. Thus Krishna is completely attractive because there's no comparison with Krishna's beauty. All beauty feels successful being accepted by Krishna. 4 arms means Sri Krishna has 4 arms for serving his lovers. It's Krishna. That's pretty cool. What's the example of that in Dwarka Lila? What did I say
When
first?
he was, Rukmini fell down.
Yeah, good. What did I say? What did Vishnu comment? Krishna has,
For serving.
no. Krishna has 4 arms for serving his,
Devotees.
no,
Lovers.
lovers. This gentleman has clear, no cow dung. You have too much cow dung. South India, too many cows. Too much cow dung in your ears. That's a pro. I said it one time. So you guys aren't here, your ears are full of cow dung. That's nice. Take it out, make incense. So what's the example in Dwarka Lila? Krishna using his 4 arms to serve his lovers.
Rukmini, when she fainted, he was.
Krishna was joking with Rukmini. He was lying on his bed, Rukmini was fanning him with his chamara. Summertime. He's sitting on a pillow. You know, you made a big mistake marrying me. And the pillow has a big bolster. At the end of the pillow, there's a little tassel hanging down. You know? It's like it's got a cover on, gold thread and everything, a little tassel. Tassel. And he's leaning back on the pillow, and one of his fingers he's twirling around the tassel. Which means he's just joking. He's just playing. He's leaning back, and he's getting fed, and he's a king, he's enjoying his life, Not Russian king. Indian king. And he said, Shishapal is there, and many great suitors, Jarasan. You could have had rich, I don't know, I'm hiding out on Epstein Island, I'm hiding out this island in the middle of the ocean, and because I'm scared of everybody. I'm called Ranchor. What does Ranchor mean? It means he runs from the battlefield. Ranchor means he runs away, chicken scared. When he was fighting Kalyavana, who was it? Jara's son.
Kalyavana, yes, he runs.
Kalyavana and Jara's son attacked Mathura from 2 sides. Krishna Balaram said, looks dangerous, let's get out of here. So they jumped 80 miles out of town. They ran to throw across so island. Dwarka. So he's making all these jokes. Everybody's, what's he doing? Why is he saying this? She's not liking it. Because she's joking, She should be laughing. She's not. She couldn't take it. She couldn't take it. She fainted. It said she fell on the ground like a banana tree cut down by a whirlwind, a tornado. I lived in Mayapur in the summer. I told the story a few times. I was there in the summer and a Vaishakhi came, some kind of late afternoon dusk type, by sunset, storm comes down the Ganga. Wind, really not a tornado, but very powerful wind. All windows slapping and it's really crazy. And in my yard was a bunch of banana trees. I was in that private house over by the Goshala in ISKCON Mayapur. And the banana trees were spinning around like this in the wind because the leaves catch all the wind. They're going like a top and they spin, they snap right off at the base. Right? So she fell from the ankle, so she was doomed. And at that time, Krishna jumped out of bed and manifested 4 arms. He was in bed, he had 2 arms. He jumped out. In 2 arms he picked up Rukmini, in 2 arms he put her face, be cool, and it's okay. So that's Krishna manifested. So this is Vishnu saying the form that Shiva wants to see. Krishna's face is beautiful like a lotus, and his eyes are like the petals of a lotus. Shiva prays in verse 52. He says, "Oh Krishna, you are the original Guru. You are a teacher of bhakti for us, who are covered by ignorance." Krishna's commentary. Another meaning Shiva said, "Oh Krishna, I have seen your beautiful form, but I have not seen the beauty of your feet. But even if you show yourself your 2 feet completely, since you are standing in a Maya Yoga pit, just raise 1 foot a little bit while standing on the other. Standing on the earth with your left foot, raise and tilt your right foot to show the soul, so that the fear of material existence will be destroyed." That's interesting. Vishnath is explaining, giving commentary on verse 52 of Shiva, saying that Shiva is asking to see Tribhanga, Lalita Niyapta Prakasha, Shamasundar. He's asking to see the Tribhanga form of Krishna. Because how does Tribhanga stand? He stands with all his weight on his left foot. And his right foot is bent at the right knee and right hip and right neck, leading to the left. And his right foot is crossed over his left leg, and his right foot is on the toes, is standing on his toes, showing the bottom of his right foot. So Shiva basically is saying, "I want to see your Tribhanga Roop," which is how he stands. So from Shiva's viewpoint, from you say Aishwarya Gyan viewpoint, he's saying, "I want to see the bottom of your feet." Why? Because he says, "If I see the bottom of your feet, what will it do?" What I read, what I say.
If you see what it will do.
Yeah, you got it. Keep going. Yeah, basically. He said, "Show me the bottom of your right foot, so my fear of material existence will be destroyed." Everyone's afraid of the material world, everyone's afraid of dying, everyone's afraid of taking rebirth, everyone wants to get liberated and be with Krishna. There's a big fear for everyone. So I see the bottom of your feet. So but what is the Rag Marg viewpoint of Krishna's right foot being raised like that?
To touch the sari of
To get the fragrance of Radha.
There's a little different angle. This is Aishwarya Vichar, consideration of Aishwarya. Madhurya Vichar means consideration of sweetness. Why do the devotees in Rag Marg want to see Krishna standing in threefold form? Because they want to see him submissive to Radharani. Because most of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas are Mandri Bhav, Dasi Bhav, so they always want Radharani to control Krishna. The Krishna for the Vaishnavas in Rag Marg is Ananga Krishna. Kamadevaya Nanga Devaya. Kamadevaya Nanga Devaya. Who's the Nanga Devaya? He's Ishtadevata, the Kama Gayatri mantra. He's a great God of love, he becomes unconscious. His love, he gets defeated by Radharani's love, he becomes unconscious. When he's with Radharani, he becomes Ananga. That's in the Kama Gayatri. Ananga. So, Ananga is represented by his threefold bending form. Because he's submitting himself to Radharani, to her love, and becomes unconscious. He raises his right foot, because right foot is on Radharani's side. Radharani is on his left side, so he crosses his right foot to his left side, and he lifts his left foot, and lifts his right foot. When he lifts his right foot, he lifts Radharani's sari up off the ground. And the transcendental fragrance of her divine form comes and fills his nostrils with transcendental bliss of praying love of Radharani, and Krishna falls unconscious.
Jai Shri Radhe.
That's why I say, why does Krishna stand in threefold bending form?
About to fall.
Because you're carrying a heavy weight on your shoulder, you'll kind of bend over. You're carrying some big heavy weight, you can't stand and walk like this unless you're a super strong hero or something. You can bend over. People bend over when they carry heavy weights to distribute the weight to the legs. Bend the knees and pass the weight on. So they say Krishna can't bear the weight of Radharani's frame. Radharani's frame, so Radharani's just standing there. She's just standing like this, not all bent over. But Krishna, his neck is bent. Especially you go to Eka Chakra. Nitai's Radharani is really, Krishna and Nitai, his place is Eka Chakra, and the deities of Eka Chakra, Radha Bankim Rai. Bankim Rai, his head is so bent like anything. It's like have you been there? Yeah, he's a pretty cute guy. There's Radhika in there too, behind the temple. There's Radhika and Eka Chakra. Because Nitai was enacting all Krishna Leela there. So there's Radhika and Shamaka and Giriraj, Yamuna, everything. So let's get back to Shivratri Gita. So Krishna asked Shiva, because she wants to see Krishna's threefold bending form, and Krishna says, Mahadev, how do you get such a desire to want to see that? He said, I got this desire by the mercy of Guru. Oh Guru, you are a teacher of bhakti for us, whose eyes are blinded by ignorance. Shiva says, desiring this verse 53, desiring purification of oneself, one should repeatedly meditate on the form of Krishna. Devotion of Krishna's form gives freedom from fear of death. That's a good idea. Krishna says, Shiva gives some special information in this verse. And until someone has direct darshan of Krishna, one must repeatedly meditate on his beautiful sweet form. So that's what Vishwanath is saying. What's he practically doing to express this desire? He wrote a book, very good answer, right answer. He wrote a book, he said you should always repeatedly meditate on his form. So you answer, how do you do that? So he said, I'll give you a book. So he wrote a book, Rupa Chintamani, which describes exactly how to meditate on Radharani's form and Krishna's form, and Yugal's form. It's very nice. That's somewhere I quoted that book in my Art of Chanting book also.
It's by whom?
By Vishwanath Chakravarti, Rupa Chintamani.
We also had this verse, Vrindavanam Vanipate Jaya Soma Soma.
That's from there. No, that's
from
from
Sankalpadumra.
Yeah, go ahead, keep going.
Vrindavane Vanapati, Vrindavana Vanipati, Jaya Soma Soma Mole, Sanaka Sanatana Sanatana Naradadya, Gopishvara Vajavilasi Unangripadme, Prema Prayachi Nirupadi Namo Namaste.
That's a prayer to Gopishwar.
Yes, he's praying to Gopishwar for Nirupadi Prema, for pure Prema.
There's a verse by Vishwanath in a book called Sankalpa Kalpatruma, which Dashi recited Sanskrit of. It's to Soma Mole, who has the moon. Mole means crown, and Soma means moon. He has a crown of Astami moon on his forehead, in his hair. That's a glorification of Gopishwara Shiva. And he's praying to Gopishwara Shiva for pure love, Shuddha Prema to Radha and Krishna. That's nice, thank you for that. So, Krishna says, Shiva gives special information. It's the best way to purify one's identity, to repeatedly meditate on the beautiful sweet form of Krishna. Eventually, the devotee will see Krishna, become his eternal Nitya Siddha associate. That's the goal of Shuddha Bhakti has been shown, says Shiva. Verse 56. Death destroys everyone in the universe with its power, cannot take possession of one's surrender to Krishna. Krishna's lotus feet. Krishna said, the devotee has no fear of samsara. What need does he have to pray to get free from samsara? Time does not consider that person who has taken shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. Shiva says, verse 57, what to speak of any blessings on this earth or in heaven, even blessings of mukti, cannot compare with a half a moment's association with the Krishna Bhakta. Krishna. If by half a moment's association gets such results, how much more will be attained if one associates with devotion, which produces even more bhakti. Verse 59, Shiva prays, the devotee whose heart is pure, is not agitated by external objects, does not fall asleep while worshipping. That's pretty heavy. Fall asleep while you're worshiping. Have you ever done that during puja? I've done that. Hit my head on a baby tray. I was so tired. I had Uraj and shoved it on the tray, and it cut my forehead. It was copper, it was sharp edge, and so on a step on my altar, I was bathing. My head went down, hit the cover, my blind baby noise. I woke up and I cut my head. I was bleeding. I had to go take a bath, stop bleeding, stop puja. It's embarrassing, but I've been doing pujas in 1990, so 35 years. One time I fell asleep, not bad. Unforgettable one. Krishna, wake up, you jerk. Doink. Bang, ding, all the doink. Get on jumping here and there. Oh, good. Okay, sorry. So, I have a ways to go here. Jai Shiva, please help me. Doesn't fall asleep during worship. You're laughing, see what happens to you sometimes. Anyway, I know you guys are all Siddha Mahatmas. Krishna's commentary. Oh, Sri Krishna, from association with the devotees, heart becomes pure, Vishuddham. With a pure heart, one can see her form, pastimes, and beauty. The pure heart, Chitta, is described. It's not agitated by external objects or subject to drowsiness. Reason that it has been purified by bhakti, sleep and agitation are caused by what?
Ignorance and rajas.
What else?
Agitation by rajas.
So what does Vishnu say? This is commentary. Ignorance is produced. Sleep and agitation are caused by nama parad. Acha. Interesting twist. Which are offenses to bhakti. When offenses disappear, bhakti devi becomes pleased and gives mercy. Then there will be no agitation or sleep while doing bhakti. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Good night. When the heart is pure, we will meditate and see Krishna Lila and beauty. This concludes Ruja Gita. Thank you. Goodbye. Go in my door by that window that's right there on the other side. There's a bunch of books there. Bring those books out. Give everybody one. No, there's other books. There's a stack of books there.
Okay.
Those books are...
Nunkaranni patitam skalitam shipita vasanam vrajarajasunam yasya katakshasharagata vimurchitasya tamradikam paricharami kadarasena.
Yeah, that's the one.
You translate.
The turban falls off.
His
Dirty falls off.
pitamba is flute falls from his hand simply because Radharani shoots him with one kataksha.
Sidelong glance, Radharani. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So we want to see that Krishna.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. That's a prelude to what we're doing right now. It's interesting the way everything unfolds. Because right now we're passing a Radha Prema conjunction. It's like super soul, we're connected, you know. I said, well, you are giving class, so we are seeing your class. You got it, guys? He just spoke a verse about Radharani's sidelong glance. From Radha Sunanidhi, I believe.
Yeah.
That Krishna's dhoti falls off, his peacock feather falls off, his turban falls off, his Radharani casts a sidelong glance. And I thought, I can read all this stuff, I'm getting tired, so I take one too. We're going to end the class by reading Vraja Prema. It's actually got maybe a translation or two, and that's that, and pass out prasad. Unless you want more, I can say a lot of this stuff. Also, I got a lot of stuff on hand. It depends on the demand. Supply is based on demand. No demand, no supply. Supply we have. Demand, let's see. So this is a Vraja Prema conjunction. This is a great prayer. Another interesting thing that we don't find Brahma writing Ra's 1,000 names to Radharani, or 108 names to Radharani, and Shiva wrote both of them. And we don't find Brahma writing prayers to Radharani, or Indra, but we find Shiva writing prayers to Radharani, Vraja Prema conjunction, prayers to Krishna. He wrote 108 names to Radharani, 1,000 names to Radharani. So all this is Shiva's contribution, which shows he has great appreciation for Radharani and Krishna and Vrindavan. And this prayer is so beautiful. It comes from a shastra known as Urdhvamnaya Tantra. Because one time it was maybe Radhaswami, who knows exactly the exact details, but she was chanting Radhe, 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 Jai Shri Radhe. He was going after hours on end, and after and Parvati Durga just looked at him and watched him. Gauri just watched him. He was oblivious to the world. He was lost in ecstasy, totally in samadhi. And finally, after some hours, he came out. He said, who are you talking about? Who's Radharani? Oh, my name's not Radharani. He said, and he said, listen, I'll tell you. He spoke this prayer to her. He immediately composed a Sanskrit prayer with 12 verses to glorify Radharani. And that's recorded in Urdhvamnaya Tantra. So how are we going to sing this? There's a couple different melodies available. What's the usual one that Gaudiya Math sings? You must be knowing. Okay, let's start. Yeah, that's a nice one. A little faster, I'm falling asleep. Yeah, I know, they do it slow. Lokashokaharni prasana vajra pankajeni kunja bhuvilasti Brajendra Bhananandini Brajendra Nagna Sangate Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Ashoka Vrikshavalari Vitana Mandapastite Pravala Bala Pala Prabharanandrikone Rabhayas Rakre Varuta Sambhadare Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Anantarangarangaram Rasangavangara Braham Sarivamam Sasambramam Priyantavana Pantane Priyantaram Rashikata Rajitinandanandane Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Taditsavarna Shampada Pradiptadora Vigrahe Mukha Prabha Parasta Koti Sharadendra Mandale Chitra Chitra Sanchara Chakora Sabalochane Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Madamadanti Yogane Pramodamana Mandite Priyana Raga Ranjite Kalavivasa Pandite Ananya Danya Kunjaraja Kamakeli Kovide Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Ashishvara Bhaladira Hira Pushide Prabhuda Sata Tumba Kumba Kumbi Kumba Sustavi Prashasta Manda Hasya Chuna Purna Satya Sagare Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Prananda Bhala Vallari Karangaram Tadrala Teva Tagralasya Lola Nila Lochana Valokane Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Suvarnamani Kanchita Triveka Kambukandake Shri Sutramangali Guna Shiratna Dita Devati Salora Nila Kuntala Prasuna Kucha Kumplite Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Jamba Bimba Lamba Mana Pushpame Kalagune Prashasarabha Kinkini Kalapa Madhya Manjule Karinda Sundadandika Varona Saubhagorike Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Anika Manjunada Manjunu Purara Vaskala Samajrajam Savam Shanikvanati Gaurave Virodahe Mahalari Vikamnishar Sankrabe Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Ananta Koti Vishnu Lokanam Rapatmajarshite Himadrija Puromaja Virinshija Varaprade Aparasiddhi Tatpadangalina Ke Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana Ankeshwari Kriyeshwari Sarveshwari Suveshwari Triveda Bharatishwari Pramana Shashaneshwari Rameshwari Shameshwari Pramodakananeshwari Vrajeshwari Vrajadike Shriradike Namosute Jamadgutam Nandini Karoti Santa Tantranam Kripakadakshavajana Bhavetadeva Sanchita Kirupa Karmanashanam Bhavetada Gajendra Sunu Mandala Praveshanam Kada Karishyasi Amam Kripakadakshavajana. Thank you.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, nice. Great prayer. Remember all the times heard it before in Mathura. Vraja Prema Stavaraj by Shiva Ki Jai. We read the Shruti fall here, verse 13. Shiva is praying to Vishwanandani to make us, anyone who chants this prayer, to become, to all their karmas destroyed and realize their internal identity as a mantri and enter the circle of confidential Sakhis to participate in Brajendra Suna's, Krishna's eternal pastimes in Sridham Vrindavan. Brajendra Suna Mandala Praveshna. Pravesh, of course, means enter. Mandala means Ras Mandala, ultimately where all the Sakhis and Manjaris of Radha Krishna are gathered. And the three forms of karma are destroyed. Karma nashanam means karma is destroyed. It comes sanchit karma, kriyamana karma, and whatever other karmas are there. And this bhajam always chant this Kriya Gataksha to what I know of Vananandani, he's praying. It's a great prayer. It's they call this the national anthem of Radhakund. Like every country has national anthem. Stars and Stripes. What is India's national anthem? How's it go?
Janagana mana adhinayaka jaya hai Bharat bhagya vidhata.
What's the national anthem of Russia?
The international.
Really, you can sing it. Get your all of you.
What, man?
22 years here.
Oh, terrible. What's the chorus? What's the chorus of the national anthem of India?
Jaya hai. That last one.
Jai Hind.
Jaya hai.
Jai Hey.
Hey. Jaya hai.
Jaya He. All glories will be. Jaya He.
All glories to what?
All glories
India.
will be.
Oh, two will be.
Yeah.
Will be glorious.
Yeah.
Jai Hey.
Jaya He.
That's how it's-
Jaya
that's your cows chant. All glories to Hey.
We used to sing it in Hebrew on the 1st of May, marching through towns with red flags on the 1st of May.
Mayday.
Mayday, קומי תנאי עמך, העבדים מזרע. This is Hebrew for the international,
Okay.
the Soviet, but it's no longer sung in Russia either.
Hashem.
Oh, this.
Well, where's that giant bard? All that's a bard mata and all that.
That's last. Bharat Mata ki Jai is the last after all that.
What's the last thing you say?
Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Mata ki jai. So it's interesting. India is a patriarchal society posing as a worshiper of mother. That's a good trick. It's based on the man, but it's trying to show that Shakti has some relevance. That's why Bengal is communist. Bengal is communist in a socialist country. All India, and Bengal is part of India. All India is socialist country, and Bengal is communist. Only in India. Can you imagine? There's no country there's two political ideologies. Every country has one political ideology. So India is special. So a socialist country, except Bengal, is communist. So they don't say Jai, they say Jai Shakti Ma, Jai Durga Ma. We say Bharat Ma. Jai Bharat Ma. What are they saying? Somebody's causing stuff. It's Rasila or Katha?
Katha, Bhagavad Katha Guru. For Shivratri. Till Shivratri they are organized.
Oh, nice. What about Shiva or Radha Krishna?
Bhagavad Saptah Guru. Bhagavad Saptah.
Oh,
7 to
is that the
15.
reason to song Radha Krishna? That's Rajvasi. It's the third Katha in a row. There was two Bhagavad Saptah and the third one continuous. You came to a quiet place. She lives in the most quiet place in the world, on top of a mountain, like 3 miles above the 5 kilometers up in the sky somewhere. Switzerland.
Yes.
There's nothing up there but the sound of clouds, you know, and stars going by. There's not too much sound. All stars have mufflers, you know. They're making noise. It's so quiet up there. You hear your heart boom, boom. Once people tell each other in Switzerland, hey, tell your heart to slow down. The horse makes too much noise, you know, boom, 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 boom. Sorry about that. I've never been there, you know. I imagine it must be really quiet though. Went from the North Pole to the South Pole. Went from the highest place to the highest place, but the silent place to the noisiest place. She looked all around her, I couldn't find the noisiest place. Because I went all around Radical for 2 years looking for a place. I went north, south, east, all different parts. And according to Jyotishi, I should live in the southeast part of town. So I put my stars and planets where there. I should live in the southeast part of town. So that's Vastu. So this is the southeast part of Radical. When I came here, I said, this place is really noisy. Because the speakers from Radha and Babaji was always saying, like, they somehow always end up in this very low area, always end up here. Because I went to different places, I didn't hear. But I always hear. And this is where I'm supposed to live. I said, oh my God. I have to follow Vastu. I'm very, very old-fashioned now. Traditional, following Shastra, everything now. So I have to live here. So no idea over here. The thought of water tank is right there also. I said, this Indian water tank, maybe it's going to fall down. I'm going to have pralaya here. It's going to fall on my house. I'm going to flood it with it. I was nervous about this water tower. I'll tell you the truth. You know. I said, it's made in India, you know. In the West, I wouldn't mind. I didn't live anywhere near a water tower, but I couldn't dream of living near an Indian water tower. There's a lot of water up there. You could drown your bathtub with a single eye, you know.
Is there?
How far is that? It's only a couple hundred meters, you know. And I said, how tall? I was trying to calculate how tall it was. Beautiful. How far is he going to reach my room or what? I'm telling you the truth. I wasn't sure. I couldn't hardly judge this now. It's like that tall. I thought it was getting close, but then the wave comes. It goes moving. So I'm like, it's okay, I'm here. And then I shoot. So I was living across the street. Who's living across the street? Girl from Switzerland. She's crazy. She's got some ride. Good luck. I came over, looked at my house, you know. Oh, nice, okay. It was, I don't know what's going on around here. You know, I would like to have some friends, you know, so I was like, okay, move in, you know. I said, well, I feel sorry for her. So you got these real thick windows, you know, double windows. Maybe it works, I don't think so, but they're gonna get you. So here's the thing. We're tired, we can go more to talk about stuff, or cut it. What's the collective opinion? More or less? More. You should talk more.
Enough is enough.
Oh.
Oh. You want? We can be excused, dear. Here's some prasadam. Oh, it's our book stand.
We've been sitting here for 1 hour and 40 minutes.
I know, it's a long time. My butt's hard also. My butt lasts for 2 hours. I had a timer. And I got some sores that don't heal, or I don't know, it just gets sore.
I have a question though.
Okay.
I heard one saying that, and it logical, makes sense, that the spiritual world, spiritual reality is unlimited. Correct?
That's what I understand.
Well, that means the unlimited spiritual world. Unlimited spiritual world.
Yes.
Because spiritual world is not limited. And you also said that when it comes to the spiritual platform, because Krishna reciprocates with each devotee according to their mood, then everyone is creating their own spiritual world.
Yes.
It's like the theme of Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj's book, Subjective Evolution of Consciousness. So is it okay to say that there are unlimited number of spiritual worlds, one for every jiva?
That's what my guru told me. I discussed.
I like it. I like that. Well, my own spiritual.
Yeah, well, he explained it like this, verse from 3rd canto, chapter 15, verse 14.
Vasant Vaikuntha.
Vasanti Vaikuntha Martiye. You can look it up, right? 3:15, 14. We discussed this verse many times. First asking a question about the reality, the possibility of unlimited spiritual worlds for every liberated soul. And that seems to be indicated here in this verse. Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, I guess it's chapter 15, verse 14.
3:15, 14. Wow.
Vasanti yatra purusha Sara Vaikuntha Mortaye Ye Nimitta Nimitena Dharmain Aradayan Harim. Now, Vasanti means they live there in Vaikuntha, so the chapter is about Vaikuntha. And they all live in Vaikuntha Martis. Everyone, Sarve, everyone, all persons, Purushas, Sarva Purushas, live in Vaikuntha forms, spiritual forms. Animitta and nimitta. Without desire for sense gratification, they're engaged in Dharma, which is translated as Bhakti Seva, and worship, continuous aradhyam, continually worshiping Hari. So everyone in the spiritual world is engaged in worshiping Hari in individual spiritual bodies. That's what it says. Now, the commentary that's cited by in purports of Mahanidhi Das Babaji, also my spiritual master mentioned, in Priti Sandarbha number 10, I don't know which subset of number 10, Priti Sandarbha number 10, he said that Jiva Goswami mentions this verse in the commentary, and that what Devatas said, what my guru said, what this verse actually means, that Krishna or Vishnu expands himself into one individual form for every liberated soul. In other words, Krishna has expanded from his body, or Vishnu, unlimited spiritual forms. And with each one of those spiritual forms, Krishna is enjoying pastimes. So every spiritual body, there's one spiritual body, one Krishna, and pastime. Pastimes and with enjoyment with Krishna means you're having a place to do it, which is a realm of consciousness. We call it a realm. We call it spiritual sky. It's not a planet like Chandraloka. It's called a realm. Spirit. That's why it says spiritual sky, because apara, upari. It's up. It's down. It's sarvagata. It's everywhere. It's not bound by time or space, as you said. It's limited. It's consciousness. So it's the creation of consciousness, and it's all individual, and it's all subjective. That's why my Gurudev repeatedly said, spiritual reality is totally subjective.
So would it be correct or okay to say that when it comes to the spiritual platforms, we are co-creators with Krishna? Because we create our own spiritual reality according to our mood, and Krishna reciprocates accordingly. So
creators in terms of creating a loving relationship with Krishna, but not creators by defining creators of universes and other living entities, all that kind of Because creation means different things.
Okay.
We create the dynamics.
We create the particular relationship with Krishna,
Yeah.
but we don't create
We don't have the power
universes.
to create universes and all that. Who wants to? We create a galaxy of loving sentiments and unlimited variety of pastimes to please and serve Krishna. Our independent spiritual universe. You can say that.
Wow, that's far out.
It's cosmic.
Cosmic.
Yeah. You have your own flag also? Yeah, Baba, what's now? She did Sunday satsang already? What happened?
We're already doing all that here. Each one of us has a subjective reality here.
Yeah,
I don't see the difference in a structure.
yeah, that's the problem we're having. Trying to have one sung with unlimited realities. Okay, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna go more Shiva stuff or what? So, because basically this class, because I think I'm gonna leave all the marriage leelas and why Vaishnavas don't eat Shiva Prasad. I'll say that for next year's class. I already did my homework. So, because I'm running out of books and material. It's like, oh, I was thinking this class, I've been giving a class on Shivratri for 50 years now. So how many things can I say? Because I don't want to make up stuff, not too much stuff.
That's a good attitude.
Was that the 10th Anuchad of Bhakti
Priti
Sandarbha
Sandarbha.
or Priti
Priti
Sandarbha?
Sandarbha.
Priti Sandarbha.
Preeti Sandarbha.
So we are number 8.
Okay.
So we're going to read it soon.
Yeah, I guess. I read, you can send me. I read it, but it doesn't, I don't think Babaji creates that idea from it first. But it's mentioned there in the commentary. I mean, Jiva quotes 3:15-14, but the commentator, the guru, takes a different take on it. But it's this fist, Sanskrit is like that. So, but the idea is that because there's unlimited spiritual bodies, there's unlimited. So Krishna, everyone has. I like the idea myself. I like the presentation. That's what my guru said, and that's what Nanda Babaji, my Shishya Guru, said. So that's good enough for me.